romantic? Do you have anything? Nobody's ever done anything romantic for you? Welcome back to Roll for Funny. I'm Alicia, and I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. F*** you, Eric.
Hi, everybody. My name is Eric. I have also never really celebrated Valentine's Day.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm romantic despite what everyone thinks.
Hi, I'm Grayson, and I love Valentine's Day, and I really want to get flowers for it, and I'm not drinking wine, I'm drinking cherry juice.
Well, I think you should probably be hosting this episode then, but too bad. Roll for Funny, everybody.
Oh,
it's going to be a good day.
Ooh, 18.
18!
Yes!
12.
16.
Okay. Everybody
We're all
over a
up there.
10.
Okay.
But only 3 of us over a 15. So
Okay.
Eric is least funny of the day.
I'm going to go find a trash can.
and get in it.
Yes.
I'll buy you one for your birthday.
For Valentine's Day.
A pink one for Valentine's Day.
I'm going to go
Poor
get a trash
Eric.
can. I'll get you one for your birthday. You trash person.
We do actually have a picture somewhere of like somebody had like scratched the word trash
Oh,
into
yeah.
the wall of a building in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
so that they could like put the trash can underneath it. And Eric just went like squatted underneath it for a picture.
There's a place I go to get my tires changed, and they have a trash can outside, and the company's name is Dependable Waste. And I took a picture of it and posted it on Facebook. I was like, same.
I have a fun fact for everybody.
Oh,
If
Okay,
you want to know a fun fact before we start the episode.
I'm worried because
they
of the way
do
you're
it.
saying this.
So, I saw a TikTok earlier where they were talking about
oh no. Oh no.
I know where she's going with this.
the least popular names ever, like names that are going extinct, supposedly.
Okay,
Like,
I seen an article about that recently.
yeah, where you won't hear them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a name that like the person that made the TikTok was like, how is this name not on there? And it was Lance, which is funny because I know a guy named Lance.
one of my favorite characters in a book I just read was named Lance.
Yeah, but he said that name's going extinct, and he was like, it's weird too because in medieval times people were named Lance a lot.
Kill yourself.
I feel like you need to roll for it.
That was everyone laughed. 11.
It was funny.
Kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
It got a chuckle.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Were you in on did you know where I was going with
No.
it? Oh, because that's
No,
what
I
he
literally
said,
seen
is that he
something.
read an article.
Yeah.
And then went on, yeah.
No, it's funny though, is I did see a post about like you need to think about how your like child names are going to look on adults.
Yes.
And it was like really old people with like
Brindley.
Like, yeah, Brindley was the one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh.
Like, yeah, stop naming your kids dumb shit just
Yeah.
because you think you're special. You're not special.
Don't name your child Island. It's not going to be a good look for them when they get older.
It's weird.
I know someone who
strange.
named their child Island
That's strange.
with an E at the end to be special.
Islandy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Continues.
Run away with me to another. Okay, I'm sorry.
So
I was going to
it's-
join in, but I don't know. I'm sorry.
What's funny is like all these decorations and the little things Alicia did. She's like, I fucking hate Valentine's Day.
I do actually. I really don't care about Valentine's Day. I think it's kind of dumb.
Valentine's.
I love it.
It's just capitalism, like Christmas.
Well, there's a history to it.
Tell me the history, Grayson, because I
Saint-
actually had to research it.
Saint Valentine.
What did Saint Valentine do?
I don't know, but I know there's a
Exactly.
history to it, and
All
it's
right.
not just
Did
a
he-
commercial.
Didn't he murder a bunch of people?
I was literally about to say the same thing.
You're both wrong. That
Oh.
is Saint Patrick, and we will get into that.
I can't wait for St.
It's
Patty
not St.
Cast.
Patrick's
My
Day, though.
dad does a whole rant about St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
If he weren't incredibly frustrating to talk to because he's a know-it-all, I would invite him.
Are we doing a St. Patty's cast? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. We can check after.
Ooh, can
Okay.
I side note St. Patrick's Day real quick?
Sure.
So when I was stationed at Fort Riley, they did a thing called Fake Patty's Day. So all the college kids went home for break
Yeah.
before actual fake, St. Patrick's Day. So they would do Fake Patty's Day at the little town outside. So where everyone would pretty much just get drunk and celebrate St. Patrick's Day before.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
Yeah, my dad went on a whole rant with one of my old coworkers about why you shouldn't celebrate St. Patty's Day, and it's still one of my favorite things to this day.
We can get to that later. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Okay.
I celebrate anything that's fun.
All right, so can anybody tell me if they know any of the history of Valentine's Day
Hearts.
other than St. Patrick?
St. Patrick.
St. Patrick
Sorry,
had
not
nothing to do
St.
with
Patrick.
Wow.
St. Valentine.
it. Fun fact, St. Patrick had nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
That is true.
Valentine's Day.
Fun
Shut
fact.
up. Okay. So
I have no idea.
in my research, I found that nobody actually knows for sure why we do Valentine's Day. There's a lot of like thoughts about it, and some of them are from like the Romans and the Catholics. Some of them are to do with pagan holidays because, of course, we keep stealing pagan holidays. I say we, but I mean they. So to get into it, so a lot of the actual celebrations have their roots in both Roman and Catholic traditions, but there's no actual official record of why the holiday exists. So one legend says that Saint Valentine was a priest under Emperor Claudius II in Rome. The emperor decided that single men made better soldiers, so he outlawed marriage for young men. And Saint Valentine, realizing the injustice of it, defied him and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. And when his actions were discovered, he was put to death.
Cool.
I love how there's so much murder around the holidays.
Yep.
Always. Another one was that Valentine may have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape from Roman prisons where they were beaten and tortured. And according to one legend, an imprisoned Valentine actually sent the first Valentine greeting after he fell in love with a girl who visited him during his confinement. And allegedly, he wrote her a letter that was signed "From Your Valentine." And that's where we get Valentine's notes. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Excuse me, Mrs. Babe?
Yeah.
Will you be my Valentine, Mrs. Babe?
Sure.
Wow, where's
Mrs.
mine?
I thought you don't celebrate
Y'all don't
Valentine's
celebrate
Day.
Get wrecked,
Doesn't
nerds.
mean I don't want it. Doesn't mean I don't
This
want it.
capitalism
Doesn't
hater.
mean I don't want it. I do hate capitalism, but it doesn't mean I don't want it sometimes. Jesus.
This, I have an Etsy store, but I hate capitalism.
God.
I still gotta pay bills.
I'm just saying.
You don't see me. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say some real bad shit about sweatshops in China, but we're not gonna go there. I do it all myself. I am the sweatshop. Okay.
It's climate controlled.
So, based off of the Roman stories, they kind of insinuate that Valentine's Day is the death or the date of the death of Saint Valentine. Nobody can actually say whether that's true or not. So, other people claim that the Christian Church put Saint Valentine's it was originally a feast day. So St. Valentine's feast day was in the middle of February to Christianize a pagan celebration called Lupercalia, which was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, who is the Roman god of agriculture, and to the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. So this whole holiday was centered around the legend that Romulus and Remus were found being raised by a wolf, and then they became the founders of Rome, which is where the looper part comes in. So during the festival for this is kind of crazy. They would sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. And then they would turn the goat's hide into strips, dip them into sacrificial blood, and then run around the streets, gently slapping both women and crop fields with the goat hide.
It's kind of funny to
Interesting.
picture.
Gently.
And then women welcomed the touch of the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year. Later in the day, with the celebration as well, young women in the city would put their names in a big urn, and all the city's bachelors would choose a name and be paired with that person for like the next year. And allegedly, it turned into a lot of marriages. But they were also known for wearing the sleeves of their matched person on, or the name of that person on their sleeve, which is where wearing your heart on your sleeve comes from.
Cute.
Huh.
It's crazy that we do all this because of Ron Swanson and Norman Reedus.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Roll for funny.
Babe, this is why you're my Valentine.
8.
Not funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
All my life, I think my brain was Romulus and Anus.
This is not Orpheus and urethra.
But it is.
Why do you guys
Sounds
shit
like
on everything I like?
Rod Swanson and Norman Reedus.
Jesus. Okay, anyways. So Lupercalia survived the initial rise of Christianity, but was outlawed because it was unchristian, because it was technically a pagan holiday by the end of the 5th century. And then February 14th was declared St. Valentine's Day. Does anybody know about like the background of Cupid as far as like a Valentine's figure?
I'm going to
No.
assume it was like some sort of angel or something.
Yeah, I just know what he does.
Had something to do with like some angel story, I bet.
So
It's like Greek mythology, right? Is where
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're more on the right track. So I knew a little bit about this because I really like Greek mythology.
I only know it from
nerd.
Lore Olympus.
Honestly, fair. So you know Eros from Lore Olympus, who we love because he's great. So Cupid was not originally known as a chubby naked angel baby, but instead he was the Roman god of love, and he's the equivalent of the Greek god Eros. So according to Greek poets, Eros played with the emotions of gods and men using golden arrows to incite love and leaden ones to sow aversion. And it wasn't until the Hellenistic period that he was portrayed as like a chubby like baby angel. So yeah, there's actual like shit behind that, not just oh we like Valentine's.
I feel like somebody eventually was like, it's kind of creepy to have a grown ass man that's all about like some love and stuff. Let's make it look like a baby. Let's make it
I mean,
cute.
it's also creepy to have it be a baby, though.
Yeah, that's also pretty creepy.
A naked baby.
A naked baby with a bow. Who
Why
shoots
chubby
people.
too?
Because babies are chubby.
Babies are chubby.
Yeah.
If you saw an unchubby baby, you should just be very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Sarah McLachlan commercial or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They look like mashed potatoes.
The chubby ones or skinny
The
ones?
chubby ones.
They're little bags of pudding.
I love how you smile.
I love
Bags
babies.
of pudding.
I love chunky babies. They're so cute.
They look like Michelin men.
Yeah. Little thigh rolls.
Okay, my cousin though dead ass did because my aunt fed him so much. He had extra rolls.
Aw.
He was a
This
very
shirt
cute
Little
doesn't-
chonker.
I get like extra.
Oh my god. Shut up.
That's not muscle. That's all
So,
bad diet.
you guys, what is the most romantic thing somebody's ever done for you?
On Valentine's Day or in general?
In general, on the theme. Eowyn, do you have anything? Nobody's ever done anything romantic for you? This is that if you don't come up with an answer, I'm going to kill you. moment.
Okay.
We're getting married.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Are we not talking about on Valentine's Day?
No, not just Valentine's Day. Anytime.
Oh,
I got one.
go.
When I was really sick with my tummy ache, Grayson took really good care of me. She tucked me in and she brought me water and she really made sure that I was doing good and she made sure Freya was laying next to me.
Aww.
She even made me a little cot to lay on the ground. It was I made it out of couch cushions.
Oh yeah, I remember the couch cushion cot.
I think you even
That's when we had that horrible stomach bug.
Yeah, I
Because
think-
you thought that I just had like food poisoning and you weren't going to get it, and then 3 days later he got it. It was
I think you
awful.
emptied my puke bucket for me once or twice too.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's some real life romance right there.
That is, though.
Some hardcore.
Or how about like this stupid, like silly stuff that we do? It's not necessarily like super romantic, but just the fun that we have together.
Yeah.
Like specifically the time I'm thinking of is when we put our iPhones on the corner of the dresser and made it film downward in slow motion, and we would put milk in our mouths, and we would just for whatever reason we would spit it up at the camera.
So, Grayson,
slow-mo,
those
yeah.
videos are going on our Instagram.
No, they're not, because I look terrible in them.
I think we were half naked in most of them.
Yeah.
We had just moved this an apartment and we stained the wall and the carpet and
It was
everything.
bad. Yeah.
Oh my God, Ryan.
It was
It was
fun.
so
though.
much
Okay, I now have something.
Oh God. Now I'm worried if that's the example you have to go off of.
What? It was nothing stupid that we did. It was 2 times you made me cry because I felt loved.
Okay.
Aw.
First one being while we were still living in Texas. Honestly, probably the second or third time I actually really realized I loved you. And it's something really
This was like
stupid.
early in Texas.
Yeah, this is something stupid. I had
Was
a
it-
really
Wait, here's the real question. Was this pre-deployment?
after.
Oh, let's see how it is. I loved you before deployment.
I know. You loved me the very first day we met. You told me.
No. I loved you from the moment I walked on you scream singing Dangerous Woman while sweeping.
That's true. Anyways, so I had a shit.
Very specifically.
Yeah.
I had a shit week at work. I don't remember what was going on. I was still trying to get out of the Army, or it was still like that year I was getting out. I was driving home and I was calling you and talking to you for some reason. I don't remember why, because normally I never called you on the way home. We still don't do that. Mm-hmm. I usually called my mom, but I was like at my fucking wit's end. For some reason, you were like, "Do you just want to go get Taco Bell and watch a movie?" And I fucking started bawling, started fucking crying. Yes. I don't know what it was. At that moment, I was like, yes.
Yes, I need that.
I was like, that sounds like the most amazing thing ever in my life right now.
He's crying now thinking about it.
Fuck you.
Aw.
I hate this shit.
Eric loves Awisha.
He's a Cancer. He's very sensitive.
He loves you.
I hate this shit so much.
Water signs.
He's a Cancer. Don't breathe near him.
Oh my god.
You get mad when I do that, do you?
Take me out, baby.
Anytime I try to breathe your air.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, stop. It's carbon dioxide. It's not good for you.
Why won't you let me breathe your air?
No. Because I want you to live a while.
All right, on that creepy note, I have one.
Thank you.
I want to breathe your air.
I think probably the most like romantic moment between us for me is when we were saying our wedding vows and they were like almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Like we wrote, because we didn't share them at all at first. And like we both specified like making up stupid songs about baked beans or whatever. And like going on our little weekend trips and stuff. So it was just cute. Like we both like literally almost repeated back the same vows to each other. Yeah. Which was adorable.
And how much we like cried.
I know. I like couldn't fucking get it together. It was almost like embarrassing at the wedding. I was like, and I also love when you.
He really thinks I'm cool.
My husband is stoked on me.
I love you and I miss you.
That used to be one of my favorite fucking videos
I
of
love
all
that
time.
video so much.
I used to hate that video, but Eric says it all the time.
I love the one where they made it the race cars driving away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
like
mine is my secret engagement in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cute.
My engagement, I didn't know was coming.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people these days know when their proposal is coming because they like
Oh, I had no fucking clue.
pressure their partners into
Still
it, or
caught
like
me.
they have. But like we talked about weddings so much and getting married for so many years before it happened. I really had no idea it was coming. I thought it was just a great trip to Hawaii, and I even like spent time in like, is you gonna do it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing came out.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
He said, eh.
Yeah, I figured with Ryan that it would be a couple years.
Yeah.
I didn't figure we would be engaged by now, but we're married now. So.
Yeah.
Now we ought to be Twix.
Now we ought to be Twix.
Yeah, it was a lot of planning. It was a lot of fun, and you're still mad about the fact that you didn't know.
Yeah, I have this weird FOMO about it.
Yeah.
And eventually I didn't miss out, but like I'm like, I'll love to plan.
It's one of those things, where like there's only a few moments in your life where you get to like do something big for a partner like that. And it's like birthdays, if you want to do something big for a birthday, engagement, or like if you get pregnant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like y'all aren't having kids. So yeah, I can see where the FOMO with like the whole,
Yeah.
I want to plan something that's like a big life thing.
Yeah.
Just be like in charge of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
It was really good.
Yeah. The other one happened, I think it was last year, honestly. It really sticks out. It's something that's literally still sitting on my desk. I was having...
I'm looking at your desk like, the fuck did I do?
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the more bad days that I had. She came home with a card. That one sitting on top of that right there. It says it's okay to not feel okay.
Oh, yeah.
And wrote something in it, and also brought me a bag of like candy and shit. And we canceled all of our plans for that night because we were supposed to have game night with somebody else. Canceled all that, stayed home, watched TV, and just sat there because I was feeling like absolute shit.
So
and
we've
then sat there
learned
and took care of me.
Eric's love language is give me good food and watch TV with me.
I mean,
don't make me talk to people.
It's really not so much as like his is more quality time, but I'm a gift giver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, So I'm like, I'm gonna, like, I went and got him, like, Oreos, because those are his favorite cookie, and, like, some little candies, and, like, a little, like, it's okay not to feel okay, because he was just having, like, a depressy day card, and, like, made him, like, a little, like, gift bag, and, like, I, like, was like, hey, I'm going to the store, and I was gone for 45 minutes, and I, like, came back with all this.
Yeah.
And then, I called my friends, and was like, hey, we're not gonna make it a game night.
Aw.
And, we just stayed in and
Sometimes you need nights like that.
Yeah. It was one of those things that what is the word?
Wow, you're gonna cry a lot at the wedding.
I'm gonna fucking cry a lot.
At the wedding, though?
I told you that when I talk about this shit, it immediately makes me want to cry.
It's cute.
I cannot help it. I don't understand why, because
I'm an easy crier too.
That
so
I was like, I use the term soulless just because it's so easily relatable for a lot of people. That before I met her, because I did not cry at all. I was emotionless as hell. And because I didn't cry at my first wedding at all.
Our second date was in the same 24 hours as our first date, and we went to Zootopia, and he cried.
Aww.
So, I don't know about all that.
I love Zootopia.
Yeah, but no, ever since her, anytime I think about wedding or anything about her, I fucking cry.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun.
I'm going to
get a good view, too.
I'm going to all through my freaking vows.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of tears.
I did a super romantic thing to Ryan that he didn't bring up.
Ooh.
His birthday was like 4 days after our wedding. And we were going on our honeymoon. But I didn't want to skip his birthday just because we were on the honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I like snuck a bunch of like candles and like birthday candles and like kids' birthday decorations in our luggage, and he never knew, and birthday gifts for him.
That's
and,
right.
Like
he
the
did
bags to pack him in. Yeah, and I like made him go outside. I was like, I'll go outside to vape or whatever. And like decorated the room. It was really cute.
It was really cool. I got a PlayStation 5 controller.
Yeah.
I get the
and
PlayStation 5 this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
you wanted just the controller because he's a PC gamer.
Yeah.
PC game.
PC Master Race.
Son. All right, so how about, not to derail it, I don't know if you had this idea. What about the worst experiences ever? Not like with each other necessarily, but
like worst Valentines ever?
Just like worst, I was going to say like worst date ever, because I can think of one that's like, it won't be like weird to share, but it'd be funny as hell.
Oh, yeah. I've got the winner guaranteed.
I've got a few that are pretty bad.
So mine is, y'all have all met the old man, but like we used to always drink at band practice every single night and party, and like it was practice and then it was party. It was practice and party, practice and party. So I invited.
Is this the fire story?
No.
Okay.
So I invited this chick over to hang out while we had practice, and we all were having a couple drinks, and she gets there and she's like throwing back, like she's like already doing shots. And I was like, all right, cool, like hang out, I guess. And it was getting towards the end of the night. We were sitting down to watch a movie. And she came and sat right next to me on the couch. She's like, what are we watching? And by the time I could open my mouth and turn and say what we're going to watch, she'd puke all over me.
Oh,
like all down the side of me. She's like, what are we watching? I was like, I won't share anymore because I was kind of an asshole about it. But.
What? Share the rest. I want to know.
It's like you mentioned a girl.
Yeah, I want to know.
No.
Right now.
Can't share. I'll get canceled.
Why? What did you do?
Well, I was like, first of all, I was like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
Go, like, wash up.
Was she your girlfriend or just some girl?
Just some girl.
Oh, okay.
First time we'd ever hung out.
That is a dick move, but yeah.
Well, I was like, yeah, like, go wash up. Get off me. I was like, I got to go change.
Yeah.
I think, like, tonight's over.
Yeah. Aw.
Fair enough.
Makes sense, though. That's like not a great first date kind of impression to
Yeah,
make.
and to be fair, she was not my type because my type's Grayson, so.
Right here. That's me.
Anybody else got a bad story?
No. Honestly, not really. I didn't date a lot.
That's right. You just got married. And then you got divorced and met me.
Yeah. I really didn't date a lot, honestly. I had, like, a few, like, girlfriends, and that's, like, it, really, honestly. I didn't date a lot growing up.
Spotlight, what's the worst time you've ever had with Alicia Go? I'm just kidding. Please don't answer that. Please God. Please God,
What I can think is the worst time is our second date. I was late.
Oh yeah, to Zootopia.
Yeah.
Because we'd hung out until 7 a.m, and then like we were up all night, and then so we went our separate ways so we could shower and like get some sleep, and we had a movie to go watch at like
5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and Eric was sleeping, but he lived 5 minutes away from the theater, so he like woke up and ran over there.
I walked in, she had popcorn and a drink, and was already ready to walk into the theater, and I was like,
Come on, dude.
Like shit.
We were like 2 minutes away from the movie starting.
Yeah. Well, I had a bad, so I had been on Tinder, and this was like probably 2 years before we got together. This guy that lived kind of local to me, like maybe 30 minutes away, wanted to go on a date. And we'd talked for a while back and forth. He seemed like all right, kind of boring. Mm-hmm. And he invited me to this pizza place. And I was like, cool, I like pizza. We met at this pizza place. He ordered a weird-ass pizza that I didn't like, but like insisted that I was going to like it, and it was weird. And he like wouldn't really speak to me the whole time. Like he just kind of like stared at me like I was supposed to talk. And then I would like, I'm a good talker. I can sit and talk forever. So I would just be like, so, like blah, blah, blah. Like tell him like about my job and like home life, and like, express to him like, I'm going through a divorce, and just, kept it light, but get to know you kind of stuff. And he didn't really tell me anything about himself. So I would ask him some questions every now and then. Mm-hmm. And whenever there was like an empty silence, he would just be like, so do you want to know anything else about me? So do you want to ask me questions about myself? And I was like, eventually I just straight up was like, you haven't asked anything about me. Like
the fuck?
Like I've just been talking, but you haven't said anything to me. So like, maybe you should ask me something about me. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And it was so awkward that like when the bill came, I insisted on splitting it. Because I'm not someone that's just like out there trying to get free meals. I was trying to like meet people. Yeah. And I didn't want him to like get the idea that we were going to go on a second date.
Yeah.
Because I was so like bothered. And he was like, no, I got it. And like insisted on paying for it. But I was like, I really would like to pay for my half. Like, you're welcome to pay for it. But I'm letting you know now that like I would prefer to pay for my half.
Yeah.
So he paid. And then I felt kind of guilty because he seemed like nice, just really awkward. But we lived in this like really walkable community at the time. And he kept asking me, and bear in mind it's like 11 o'clock at night at this point. He kept asking me if I wanted to go walk through the park with him. And it was like a wooded nature trail.
Nope.
At 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, the park's closed. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he was like, who cares? Like, we could just go.
Like, have a weird dinner and then like, hey, want to go hang out in Rape Central?
Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm good. I have an early morning tomorrow. Like, I should probably get going. And he was like insistent that I go walk in the woods with him. He would not let it go.
Okay, Ted Bundy.
Yeah. And eventually I had to just be like, I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm going home. Like, please stop asking.
Yeah.
And then he like hit me up several more times and I just had to ignore him. Ghosted him a little bit there, but
fair enough.
Yeah, that was like my scariest because I was like, is he gonna follow me home or something?
Yeah.
And like he knows that I live locally. Like, am I gonna run into this guy?
Yeah. So my worst romantic experience involved a cuss word that I didn't say for once.
Shocking. I don't believe it.
I know. Don't get me wrong. I did cuss him out, but he said it first. Okay, so this guy was bothering me for a date before I got out of a relationship. And I kept telling him, no, I have a boyfriend. No, I have a boyfriend. So I got out of that relationship because it was horrible and toxic. And of course, he still wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, fine, I will go on a date with you. A single date. But I want you to know up front, I don't like you. I am not attracted to you.
I don't like you.
I am not going to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I'm doing this so you will stop harassing me. So we went to Olive Garden in a movie. I don't even remember what the movie was.
Yeah.
And, like, he kept trying to hold my hand and stuff. And, like, obviously I didn't want to hold his hand. I told him up front, like, no.
This sounds like someone I know.
Why'd you look right at me?
No, not you. Like, you, because you know him, too.
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly who I'm talking about.
It's very annoying. Yeah, he's very self-centered. I had to drive because he didn't have a car.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then the whole way back from the movie theater, he was bitching about how I was giving him the cold shoulder and I didn't want to hold his hand.
I told you,
and
yeah.
I didn't want to kiss him. And I'm like, I told you what this was from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I wasn't going to be interested because you paid for dinner.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. So I drop him off. And he goes, just so you know, you're a c***. I went, great. F*** you too. And I left.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's the only time a man has been brave enough to call me a c***. You know what?
Chad.
That guy essayed somebody later, so f*** that guy.
Essayed? Oh, okay.
You can bleep all that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I got out fairly okay out of that date, considering.
I have a guy friend that's very similar with the like insistent on like you're gonna be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And dude does not care if I'm in a relationship or not. Like it's come to the point where like as much as I like he was a good friend for a long time, I was like I just can't have you in my life anymore because it's too much.
It happens. People are freaking weird.
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
It doobie doobie doo.
Where are you?
What?
I had
like you had something.
I had a stupid thought the whole time you were telling me that story. I couldn't stop thinking
What
about
was her name?
Tiffany.
It's always Tiffany.
Yeah.
Why are you taking my thought?
She's always here.
Apparently she's stupid too.
Yeah. No. That stupid video of the guy with the flip phone, he's like, so no head?
Smashes his skateboard.
That was basically this
That was
guy.
exactly what I was thinking about the whole time. And it was just like, so no head?
Yeah, except he was ugly. And then I still had to go to work with him because he
Yeah.
worked in my unit.
Ew.
Yeah, he sucked. That guy. And you know what? He was from Stockbridge.
Oh.
Ah, weirdly enough.
Stankbridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did that story take place in Georgia or Texas?
Texas.
That's weird.
He just happened to be in my unit.
Yeah.
And I was like, how weird. And we and it was one of those things where I was on Tinder and stuff, but I met him at a food court. Like we were standing next to each other in line and he started chatting with me and he seemed all right at the time.
Yeah.
And
so you
then,
pass your number along and then you're like,
yeah, and then later he just got weird.
yeah.
I don't think he ever had my number.
What did he find you on?
Well, he worked in our motor pool. He was a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So and
then he was like, oh, I remember you from the food court.
Yeah,
kind of
so
thing.
we had to go there every Monday. So we went at the food court. We had to walk back to our barracks. So he lived in the building across from mine.
I felt like you were talking about a mall food court. I forget
No,
you were talking about
sorry.
Army.
Yeah, it's like
a mess hall kind of situation.
No.
it was like a legit food court, but it was
So,
instead of having a mall food court, it's like the food court without the mall.
yeah.
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 Cool.
The big PXs are like the big shopping centers on post. And they all have a food court, like a small food court attached to them. Well, it's not small.
No, this wasn't even that because it was.
Which one? You weren't at the big PX?
No. You know where my unit was. It was
Oh.
it was right by the front of
Yeah.
base. So there was the gas station and the food court across the street.
Okay.
I also met a fox in the parking lot of that food court one time. It was a really great moment in my life.
We saw a fox on the drive home the other day.
We're supposed to be a unit. You could suck my unit.
Oh my god. Ote.
I had to get that reference out.
Nice.
Thanks.
I was going to say a 6.
Yeah.
The end was a little weak.
It was, but it had good volume on it. It could have been longer though too.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh,
Tickle my armpit.
I'm going to tickle your arm.
stop it.
Oh my god. All right, so a little bit of Valentine's
A
trivia.
little bit of this.
A little bit of that.
You can go with this, so you can go with that.
I don't really have
can go
questions
with
for you. I'm
this.
just going to tell you because obviously none of us knew anything
Yeah.
about
You
Valentine's.
can go with that.
Shut the up.
Fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. In 496 AD, Pope Gelasius, I don't know, the first made the feast of St. Valentine an official holiday, apparently hoping to expel the pagan rituals of Lupercalia by combining it with St. Valentine's Day.
Pope Glassy ass.
Because they keep fucking over the pagans. That's rude.
As per usual.
It's a theme with pretty much every holiday.
Yeah.
Including St. Patty's Day. We'll get there.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Well,
And I want a answer. Genuinely, why don't you like Valentine's Day?
I always thought it was really cheesy.
Yeah.
And also, I wasn't anybody who got a Valentine that wasn't like obligated. Like
Yeah.
when you like give everybody in class a Valentine.
Me too. I mean, I was homeschooled, so I never had.
Yeah.
I got a Valentine's card from like my dad.
Like I was always in school from like 13-ish, like when you have like boyfriends but you don't go on dates. Like I always had a boyfriend.
You hug in the hallway and it's like, hopefully the teachers don't see.
Yeah. So I always had a boyfriend. I never got anything special for Valentine's Day.
I didn't either until I was married.
Yeah. And then like my parents never put a lot on those holidays either.
Yeah.
Like my parents aren't holiday people. Like we don't decorate, we don't celebrate. Like my mom would get us like the chocolate roses.
Yeah. Me and Ryan have never had a Valentine's together until we were married.
Or no, we
had
engaged.
one. Yeah.
What did we do for Valentine's 2022?
I don't remember. I thought we went out on like a date or something.
I know we went and did something because I wouldn't have like just nothing. It might have been the weekend after because we were working, but I know I wouldn't have just done nothing.
I know that you did not get me flowers, and my dad got mad at you. You remember? Okay, yeah, because we went to Costco.
Makes you feel better.
And I found a house plant that I wanted, and I was like, if you buy me this house plant, I won't expect flowers on Valentine's Day. And my dad was like, you better still get her flowers. And I was like, I mean, it's up to you. And then you didn't. Which, to be fair, I said it, but yeah, my dad was like,
deal's a deal.
It was actually 3 house plants, so I feel like it was worth it. And I still have 2 of them. One of them died.
Oh, well, there you go. I've never gotten flowers for Valentine's Day.
Actually, it didn't die. My cat ate it.
Oh, well, that's
all
different.
of it. Yeah.
Speaking of cats and plants, nothing to do with Valentine's Day. I just want to rant about this.
Yeah.
My poor little precious angel Freya knocked over an entire 2 pots worth of plants into
my
the
vegetable
sink.
garden too. Yeah, not just like bullshit plants, but
Potting soil,
plants that I've grown
everything.
from seeds.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
don't
I
have a
did before we
garbage
came here.
disposal, so he had to like scoop it all out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was icky.
She also escaped
Water
today.
soil.
She got out the window?
Yes, and I specifically bent this piece of metal that I can put in the windowsill so that it off. So that it can't open more than she can fit out. And I guess she's lost some weight because the girl was gone, and that was the only window she could have got out of. So
I take it you found her.
yeah.
Okay.
But it only took like 15 minutes. But normally when she goes outside, she's like within 10 foot of the window. Like she doesn't go far.
I mean, you've mentioned before too that she's jumped out the window and
she
like you
loves
found her
it.
pretty quick.
Yeah. And that's why I did that. So that, because we like to turn the fan on. Like we like it cold in our
Yeah.
house at night. So we have like the winter air coming in and then we just get under the covers.
Yeah.
But we don't have screens on any of our windows. So like I have to just barely crack it. And then she has learned that if she shoves her fat little cat head under it, that she can open the window. And it's hard
Jesus.
to open. Like she pushes that thing open because
She's
that's how
gonna cut
bad.
herself.
I know. That's why I'm like, it can't even be enough for her to get her little snout. It's just barely cracked. And I opened it a little bit more today and put a piece of metal in there. So it was open like that much.
Yeah.
Probably
Enough for her to get her
2.5
mouth
inches.
into.
Yeah. And she jacked that up somehow and got out. And I didn't know. I was vacuuming in the other room, so
Yeah.
I didn't hear her open the window. I stopped vacuuming. I go in, and Cerise is just laying there, like little paws crossed, looking at me like, yeah, Freya got out. Because she's a tattletale. She will come tell on her sister, and it's so funny. And yeah, she like meows at me. And I'm like, great. So I'm like, you know, obviously like we live in.
That's such a younger child thing, though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They really are like
Siblings.
sisters. Yeah. But yeah, so of course, like we have upstairs neighbors who is Ryan's family. And I was like, no bra, in my pajamas still, because I spent the whole day cleaning today.
Yeah.
I don't get dressed to clean. I get dressed to leave the house, you know? So I'm like, no bra, like fucking spaghetti strap tank top, just titties sagging, pajama pants on, like hadn't taken a shower. My hair was greasy. I had to like throw on my slip-on Vans and a jacket because I didn't feel like putting a bra on.
Yeah.
And go trek all through the yard. And it took me like 15 minutes. I walked around the yard and couldn't find her. And I was like, all right, whatever. Hopefully she comes home. I'm not doing this all day.
Yeah.
She knows better. Like, I don't know what to do. She's got a tag on with our number.
What a
And like
little
they know
asshole.
we know all the neighbors and stuff. So like she's not going to get far. We don't live on a busy road or anything. It's like, what, 5 acres?
Yeah.
She's not going to go far. But My main concern is them letting the dog out, or our neighbor's dog has been getting off of his leash, and he is a giant German Shepherd, and he's sweet, but he is not trained at all.
Yeah.
Like, he's almost taken my screen on my screen door out because he wants to come in my house.
Wow.
Yeah, like, it's really inappropriate. They need to get it under control because it really pisses me off. But... And, like, they can't let Sasha outside when he's out there. And obviously, if one of my cats was out there, he'd probably eat it.
Yeah.
Sasha will eat one of them. Even though she's a nice dog, she plays too rough, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, hopefully they don't let Sasha out. And anyway, like, I just went back to cleaning for, like, 5 minutes, figuring she'd come back. And that if she didn't in, like, 10, I'd go back out again.
Yeah.
But the ground was wet. So I think what she did was, like, got over on the other side of the stairs and then just came back because she was, like, poking her head in the window, just like, I went outside.
Sorry.
Yeah, I went outside and, like, had to, like, you know, through the thick leaves and stuff because it's, like, brush that leaves are covering. So, like, you can't tell how far your foot's going to go in. Like, taking little baby steps out to go get her, and she just laid there. Like, she didn't even try to run off or anything. She was just like, bring me inside. It's cold and wet. So, yeah, she's in trouble now.
Pathetic.
Our poor little baby angel.
No. Yeah, and then I yelled at her and was like, you go in the other room and lay down. You're in trouble. And she ignored me all day, you know, being a little pissy cat. And as soon as Ryan got home, he sat at the table, and she walks up and just does this thing where she goes, and then he starts petting her. Yeah. And she has one foot on his leg, and the other one she goes, as he pets her. And it's the cutest thing in the world, and I fucking hate her still. I'm so mad at her. Won't do it to me, only Ryan.
Of course.
Because
Ivy.
he won't yell at her.
It is Ivy.
She even does it while I'm pooping in the morning.
That's funny. Because Ivy will do the same thing to me because she'll come up to my chair and just sit there and look at me and just sit there, meow.
And when she gets real fed up, she'll like...
Yeah.
The only time Freya pays any attention to me is if I'm playing on my computer and I have the speaker system on because it's like an old school speaker system and it has like the heat vent. She likes to come sit on it because it's warm.
Ivy only pays attention to me when Eric's not here and there's not a cat tree in this room.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, Mom, my life's weird right now.
Yeah.
Fix it.
So, next bit of trivia from our tangent. Just guess a year when the oldest known Valentine.
2001.
Wow.
BC.
Just BC?
Yeah. No, 2001 BC.
Oh. Ooh.
Before cheese pizza.
320.
BCE.
Okay.
Just 320.
Y'all are all terrible. The oldest known Valentine still in existence was a poem written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, whatever, to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London.
Nice.
That was not too long before Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
Wow. That's some homeschooled kid shit right there.
You didn't learn that in school?
No.
I did.
Really? It's like a pretty traditional, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492.
I blocked out most of elementary school, so let's
This
be
is
real.
also true.
Yeah. Oh, probably my favorite fact, because I'm a nerd and I love King Henry VIII. So in 1537, King Henry VIII officially declared February 14th the holiday of St. Valentine's Day by royal charter. And ironically, he was the king who had 6 wives.
I accidentally pulled a heart off.
Whoa!
Will you be my Valentine?
No!
Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah. I was about to do the same thing. I literally held it up right here, and then I saw you do it, and was like, not gonna be a copycat.
Now you can make fun of Alicia for doing it.
Oh, wait, give me it. I wonder if it'll do the thing.
You're gonna, yep.
That's not the thing. There you go.
That's gonna be fun to listen to later.
Stop it!
Oh, it feels weird on my
That was my eyeball! Fucker! Get eared.
I can't do it. It makes my lips tingle.
It's for the way you look at me. Oh.
O is for orifice.
Oh, it's orifice.
Oh God.
Oh, I just got lightheaded as
It's for vaginal cow.
I'm sorry. What the hell was that?
Vaginal canal is what I was trying to say.
It sounded like vaginal cow.
Yeah.
Vaginal cow.
Fucking vampire.
My
over here.
ex. Vaginal canal.
Okay.
What is it?
What?
I don't know. Never mind.
Okay. Who? Shut up. This is why we can't get anything done here. All right. Who do you think is the number one recipient of Valentine's cards?
Me.
Sure.
Probably
One
Queen,
time I did get like 40 something, but it was in a homeschool like exchange thing.
Nerd.
probably Queen Elizabeth.
Ooh, Marilyn
Beyonce.
Monroe.
Beyonce.
You're all wrong. Teachers.
Aw, that's so cute. I
Teachers are
love
the
that.
number one recipient of Valentine's cards.
That's one of the
kinda
coolest
creepy.
things about being a teacher is getting all the cool gifts.
Yeah.
We used to get such cool stuff. Like Teacher Appreciation Week, people would bring in like customized tote bags. Like they would go hardcore. It was awesome.
Pretty cool.
The hell?
Because I was a pre-K teacher, so your kid only has one teacher all day. Like,
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
switch or anything, so they'd get you something nice since you were the only one.
Yeah.
It's great. I loved it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good because the
Lots of
teachers
gift
don't get
cards.
shit else.
I know. I got paid like $9 an hour to do that job.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Does not surprise me.
I gave my teacher a tarantula.
Ooh.
Mr. Compton.
I gave Mr. Compton like a set of little plastic figures that showed the process of evolution.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
every time I left his class, I'd be like, straight out of Compton.
You
Shut
were
up.
not in Mr. Compton's class.
We can
If I had his
Otherwise,
class.
otherwise you would be damaged like us.
That's true. We convinced freshmen that Compton's doorway was the gate to hell, and they believed us.
I hope that he listens to our podcast one day because this is like the third time we've brought up Mr. Compton.
I'm friends with him on Facebook. I'll
I am
link it to
too.
him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Mr. Compton, we keep talking about you, so you may as well listen.
Yeah.
I imagine he laughs like,
Oh, by the way, I called my mom the other day. No. He does that like silent laugh where he's just like,
he laughs like your dad.
yeah.
My brother does that. It's so annoying.
No, what was I about to say? You cut me off and now I lost what I was saying.
You cut you off.
You cut me off.
Can you cut me off right, baby?
I remember being in his,
No, did you catch that?
yeah, he's bubbly toes.
Oh, God, okay.
I miss so much.
No. I remember I was in his honors bio class and they were planning a freaking marine biology field trip that was supposed to be like a week long, like on the coast of Georgia or in Florida. Mm-hmm. One of the two. And it was like up to 10 students or something. It was a small amount of students could go. And it was like kind of expensive. And I like begged my mom because back then, like I was dead set I was going to be a marine biologist.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. And it was like where we'd get to go like study the waters and go out on boats and like do a bunch of sciencey stuff. And I was so fucking down.
Yeah.
And I was like the only kid that paid for it. And so they canceled it.
Damn.
I was really upset. I wanted to go so bad.
That's fair. I was in his anatomy class, and me and Jamie were the only people who were able to correctly identify adipose tissue.
I mean, you've told me that story like 3 times.
Well, we've been together for 7 years, so I'm not shocked. that
Probably
we've heard
7
the
then.
Same ones a couple
She
times.
hasn't told our viewers ever. Oh, although, okay, so I got to go on a smaller marine biology field trip. Ooh, when I was in middle school. That's actually where I met Isabella.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we were bunkmates in the little cabins. But it was like a 2-night field trip to Cumberland Island and St. Simons. And you want to repeat that, buddy?
I don't.
What'd you say?
Cumberland Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's better than what I was saying, but didn't say it out loud. So
What'd
they
you
get
say,
caught.
Eric?
I was just like, come.
Cumberland Island. That's how it's spelled.
This is a Valentine's Day cast, so.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nasty
God, what was
people.
it the other day where, oh yeah, when we were playing the card game, I got like one of the not safe for work cards and it was orgasm.
Yeah.
And I could only say one syllable words and I just looked at Eric and I was like, come. And he got it. But no, anyway, we went on this field trip and we had to dissect squids. And
Ew.
part of what they made us do was like you took their eyeball and they have this little like hard crystallized rock in their eyeball that I think they said they use, like it moves to see things, like whatever it's pushing on is what they're looking at kind of deal inside their eye. But their eyes are just like Orbeez basically with a little rock inside. And they made us like squish them.
Ooh.
Yeah. And my whole group, Isabella literally turned green and left. I had to do it. And then after we got done dissecting the squid, they had us fry them up with no seasoning or anything and eat them.
Calamari.
Yeah. That is Georgia Public Schools for you. I did it too. It was pretty good. I like calamari.
I've heard
though.
calamari is damn good. I will not try
You've
it,
never
though.
had calamari?
No, I have not.
I've not
Are
either.
you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can we do a podcast from a restaurant and get calamari?
We can live stream it.
Or I guess we could just get takeout, but it's
can go
better
live.
fresh. Yeah.
Well, not on our page,
I'm not a
but
big seafood person. I have had octopus.
It's
though, and
like
I liked
chicken,
it.
though.
Yeah.
If you liked octopus, you'll like it.
Everyone says everything's like chicken.
It's fried.
Yeah.
It's like eating popcorn shrimp or something, but like better.
better.
Okay, we'll try calamari and we'll post a review.
Yeah, we need to go live
still
and have
need to
them
do-
try it.
We'll do.
Have you not tried it either? Am I the only one? Are you?
We could do a TikTok. I don't eat seafood.
I'm having an existential crisis.
Sorry.
My dad will.
Okay, wait. Back to the theme.
Your dad.
You
He loves
heathens.
calamari.
Oh, he does?
Oh my God.
I thought the theme was calamari.
On Valentine's Day, 1929, what do you think Alexander Fleming introduced to the world?
Masturbation.
phlegm.
Alexander Flemington.
You haven't even watched that.
I've seen like parts of it. It's not for me.
Okay, well, you're weird.
I'm not throwing away
At least
my
I've had
phlegm.
calamari.
Anyways.
I'm not throwing away my phlegm.
It was penicillin.
Oh.
It's kind of
I'm
funny that
allergic.
he released
I
it
like
on
the bubblegum
Valentine's
flavored.
Day.
Alexander Fleming introduced penicillin to the world.
Is that why it's pink? Because he did it on Valentine's Day? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Sure.
It's
I
actually
think so,
100%
too.
true.
I
Facts.
hate you guys.
Facts.
I'm allergic.
It's funny enough that he released it on Valentine's Day, though.
You're allergic to penicillin? That's
Yeah,
good
he
to
didn't
know.
get the peanut butter shot when he got in the army.
Yeah.
the peanut butter shot.
Yeah, it's because they
Yeah.
put a shot in your butt and it's really thick, so they call it the peanut butter shot. And I've watched grown men cry about it. It was really funny.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't.
I would
'Cause
have.
Well,
I'm
'cause
not
you're
a
strong.
bitch.
Is it
I
like
can't
is it like
stand
one of those
getting shots.
steroid shots you get in your butt? Is it similar to that? Where it's the really thick needle and it burns your entire
Not
leg?
needle. The actual injection is thick.
Yeah.
What's going in you is.
Like peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they literally tell you to like rub it
So
because
why?
it hurts for like a week.
Did you get the jelly shot afterwards?
No, they give you the smallpox vaccine after that.
I couldn't.
they give me
No, they don't.
The Wonder Bread Band-Aid.
That's when you get your unit.
No, you get a smallpox vaccine when you get deployed.
That's
I
also
didn't,
anthrax.
I didn't get a smallpox vaccine until the second time I went to Korea,
Yeah.
and I still get asked about my scar.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't
I
anymore. 'cause
don't
of my
have a
tattoo,
scar.
but
That was the weird thing is
Must
mine
be
didn't
nice.
fall off.
well, I had the worst scar ever.
I haven't gotten a shot since I was like 11.
I haven't gotten any since I got out of the army.
Okay, anti-vaxxer.
I had a shot Saturday.
Who gets vaccines after 11?
People in the army.
People who are in the army, they make you get shots
Well,
every
sorry,
year.
I didn't go into the army.
They didn't give us a choice.
They give you anthrax every year.
I didn't want to go into the army.
Anthrax.
I did immediately text my mom when I got my smallpox vaccine. I was like, "Mom, I got smallpox," and she's like, "What? What the fuck?"
I mean,
like-
technically, you do.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, but it's also like the worst shot you'll ever get.
No, it's not.
It's terrible.
No, it's not.
They literally stab you in the same spot 15 times.
I am aware. I got it. It
I know.
wasn't that
It
bad.
was terrible.
It's terrible
didn't
if
like
you're
the
a
feeling.
pussy.
I don't know. That guy's boss that took the paintball shots to the forehead's probably the worst shots you can probably take.
Yeah.
I got a skin test when I was a little kid, and that was fucked up because they just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the allergy test.
Well, they were testing to see if I was allergic to the dye that they inject into your blood for an MRI. Because I had to get an MRI because I had like mysterious, that's what this stuff is, like tumorous type lumps on my neck and head, which turned out to be benign and then went away on their own. So I don't know what that was all about because they were there for years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Understandably concerning.
Yeah, they had like medical students studying my MRI. Nobody could, like, it was like a 50-50, like whether or not it was this or this kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Up.
What is your favorite love song?
Baby, I'm yours.
I Come
Arctic
Blood by
Monkeys.
Cannibal Corpse.
Oh my God.
No, it's not really. It's either, I can't say Baby I'm Yours because now you already picked it.
I also really like Lover by Taylor Swift. And I don't even like Taylor Swift very much, but I love that song.
I haven't heard that song.
It's really cute.
I'll listen to it.
It's a good one.
Probably My Propeller by Arctic Monkeys. Or that Run the Jewels song. What's it called?
What's that one that you used to show me? It's like a metal song that you like that was something about, it was really cute when you explained what it meant.
Oh man, I don't remember. I know there's a song by Queens of the Stone Age. They're not really a metal band, but a song called Fortress.
I think that's what I'm thinking
I like
of.
Queens of Stone Age.
That's a song called Fortress, and the gist of the song is, the chorus line is, if ever your fortress caves, you're always safe in mine.
It's so cute. Yeah, I remember I almost cried the first time you showed me that song because you were like, listen to this.
And just the way
I like you.
Josh Homme is such a ridiculous musician. He's so good. He's such a good songwriter. Anyway, that, My Propeller by Arctic Monkeys, or probably Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. Even though that's not really a love song. That's kind of Layla. Anyway. It's more of a song about wanting to steal somebody's girlfriend, but it's a good song.
Jesse's girl.
The better version.
Yeah.
Ewick.
I don't know song names and bands.
Sing it for us then.
I can't even.
I can't even.
I'll give you one that you would probably agree with. Tearing My Heart from 21 Pilots.
I was thinking, you're tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Because when we are apart, I feel it too.
Wow.
And no matter what I do, I feel the same. With or without you. Bow, 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 bow.
Wow. Yeah, no, specifically because on my 21st birthday, I was very drunk, so Eric drove us home all the way from Austin, and there's a line in the song that says, "You fell asleep in my car, I drove the whole time, but that's okay, I'll just avoid the holes so you sleep fine." And he talks about having to avoid the potholes because Texas roads are terrible.
Worse than Georgia?
Yes.
They are pretty bad. When I was in Texas, I was like, yo,
they don't maintain their roads for
I don't know. Mrs. Shitty's got some pretty bad roads.
Yes.
Anyway,
they do
sorry.
But yeah, that I also like 21 Pilots version of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, the Elvis song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like
I like
their
that
version
song
of
a
it.
lot in general.
I got my new favorite love song.
What is it?
Rock Show by Blink-182.
I love that song. That one's
song.
cute because
I fell in love with the girl at the rock show.
That's where we had our first kiss.
Yeah.
Was that one of his shows?
Is that the rock show?
That's actually a pretty good song.
Yeah.
That's cute. What do you think is the most added love song on love themed playlists?
Probably.
What's that Bruno Mars song? Catch a Grenade.
I catch a grenade for you. No, it's not that.
I feel like it's that, like, it's a beautiful night. I'm looking for something dumb to do.
It's not. I'm
Hey,
laughing that
baby.
you guys both picked Bruno Mars songs, though.
That's Train.
It's Baby Got Back.
What? That's not Train. Wait,
it
the
is.
band Train, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not a
Is
train,
it?
it's a truck.
That's not Train. That's
Honk.
a song. I'm pretty sure it's this.
That's
Train
gonna
song,
be
isn't
bread.
it? No, I'm thinking of the other one. The other one they're both called. One of them's Marry You. The other one's Marry Me. That's what I'm confusing.
Yeah, marry me. That's Train.
Today and every day. Yeah, that song's so cute.
You're
I like that song.
both wrong. Ryan, would you like to take a guess?
Baby Got Back.
It's probably an older
Absolutely.
song.
You're all wrong. That's actually wrong, too. It is All of Me by John Legend.
Really?
Not surprised. I hate
It's
that
not a
song.
Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra song?
So
That's
overplayed.
crazy.
It is overplayed.
Why is it not a Michael Bublé song? That's what I want to know.
Why is it not a Buble Toes song?
Yeah.
Colby Callett. Starts in my toes and I crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always knows. You make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Let me do it for you.
Can I go on a tangent story really quick?
Sure.
Just because it's funny, but it's got nothing to do with Valentine's Day. So I was a little drunky poo the other night, and she was making her first loaf of bread ever. And we were sitting it was sitting on the table, and we were waiting for it to rise before we put it in the oven.
Oh my God, I already know what the story is.
It had to poof.
And I was pretty drunk, and what I was trying to say, I was like, yeah, I think that's going to make sandwich bread. Like, it's obviously going to be sandwich bread. But I pointed at it, and like a Neanderthal, I was like, I think that's going to be bread. And we laughed about it all
like
night.
it's gonna make good sandwich bread. Like it was gonna work out. And he just, I think that's gonna be bread. I started like crying immediately. I could not, because he was trying to be so sweet and sincere too. He was like, "Yeah, babe, I think it's gonna be bread." Thanks, babe.
It's going to be bread.
Oh, my God.
Then we were just pointing at everything in the house. We were like, "I think that's a drink."
When he said, that's not a train, that's what I thought. I was like, that's a truck.
Okay, so
Or fucking Ranger.
shut up. So because I said what was the moment that I knew I was in love with you earlier, I would like to hear everybody else's. And you knew you were in love with your partner. Bitch.
So can I go first?
Yeah.
Or did you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
So it was when I was in Mississippi by myself, and I realized that I could not ever stop thinking about Grayson and what she was doing and I always wanted to check up and see. And I stalked your Instagram and like messaged you every now and then just to kind of be like, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah,
Don't you forget
it was really
about
cute.
me.
And then when I got back, I was like, yeah, let's hang out. And then probably the long text message.
Yeah, the long text message was it for me too.
You got a mop?
I know I already told this story on the podcast before, so I won't tell the whole thing again. But yeah, just like sent me a very long text at work when I basically asked, like, are you just trying to get some or are you interested in me?
Fun fact.
And he was like, I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Fun fact, that text was going to be my vows, but I was like, I was like,
You
it's a
took a
little.
lot out of it, though, for your vows.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, Wick. What was your moment?
I think we've had this conversation before where I cannot pinpoint the very first time.
It was when you asked if you wanted Taco Bell.
No.
I'm going to kill myself.
I hate it here.
Did I stutter?
He was like, it was the moment that you were not my ex-wife.
Honestly, valid.
Other women?
Fuck.
Holy shit. No, I'm just kidding. Alicia's special.
Yeah, special, all right.
That kind of special.
Eric. Inappropriate.
Do you want to get divorced before we get married?
Then y'all can get second married.
She's been threatening to fake divorce me for years.
Wait, but then I can join the club.
Yeah.
I can be in the second marriage club.
Yeah.
Why don't
We're
we
not
want
getting
to?
married, divorced, and then remarried. Because then I would be at 3.
Did y'all see that couple online that
Trace
was like
Marys.
decided they were going to become a polygamous couple and they were like super Christian? And so because you can't cheat,
Yeah.
like you cannot pursue other women when you're married according to Christianity,
Yeah.
which you shouldn't anyway, but they got divorced so that he could go to like Brazil or something or South America somewhere and marry this woman so that he could bring her back and be married to her and then like technically be married to his wife even though they're not really legally married anymore. And she's like obviously not okay with any of it but going with it because she's so like
Brainwash.
Christian, like man is the leader, I can't go against anything he says kind of thing. Yeah, it's really sad. I watch that guy Cinnamon Toast Ken all the time on YouTube. He's really funny. You should look at him.
Cinnamon Toast
He just
Can?
like reviews like TLC shit, like watches them with his friend, and then like
That's
it's
funny.
they're hilarious. But yeah, he was reviewing it, and I was just like, what?
That's insane. It is
Yeah.
amazing what men will talk women into and how far women will go just so they can feel loved.
Yeah,
Well, people in general. Did you see, it was another clip from a fucking TLC show, but it was the guy who had Virgin merch, and his name was Skippy.
Yes, he did a video on him, too. That's how I know about it. Yeah, Skippy the Virgin. And he brings that girl to his house.
Okay, I didn't get to see that part.
Yeah, he brings the girl.
I want to go find the episode.
Yeah, we should do some commentary ones. Those would be great. But he brings the girl to his house and, like, hires his friend to come in and play, like, guitar in the room so that he could slow dance with her. Because he has this, like, fantasy of, like, holding a girl, like, behind her at a concert and, like, swaying. And it's like, that has to just happen. You can't stage it. And, like, in his head, he's staging it and making it happen.
I get why he's a virgin now.
Yeah, and then, like, he does other stuff that's, like, cringy. And his mom's there, like, looking around the corner the whole time watching. Like, the cameraman, like, it's so cringy.
Well, like, he's, like, wearing T-shirts that are like, I made out with Skippy for 3 minutes and all I got was this T-shirt.
Yeah.
Or got Virgin.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, he, like, makes her, like, a pie or something and gives it to her to take home. And he's like, well, I think I did really good on this date, so I was just wondering if I could kiss you.
That pie has fucking arsenic in it, guaranteed.
And she was like, no, I don't want to kiss you. Like, you can kiss me on the cheek. And he was like, come on. And he's, like, being pushy. And it was creepy.
That's why you never got a date, Skippy.
You should have gave her a cream pie instead.
All right.
On that
note, thanks for watching/listening to Roll for Funny. You can find us on Spotify and YouTube, now in video format on YouTube.
Ooh. In true Technicolor.
Dear God.
50-year anniversary, fully restored.
Save me, I'm dying.
Coming soon to own on DVD and video.
1-800-123-PBS. Place your order now. Public broadcast. All right, sorry.
Check out our other socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We are now posting on TikTok like normal people.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the only one with currently active socials.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can check me
out.
All
my shit's private.
Hey_Foxy_lady on TikTok and Instagram. Pretty much everything else. Okay, bye.